Hello.
Welcome back. Hello.
Okay, your turn.
Hello. Hello.
Who's the one laughing now at the beginning of the episode?
Just waiting on Danny.
What do you mean? I am ready to go. Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Next Station Ronkonkoma. I know it's hard for some of you guys to pronounce. The listeners that don't live on Long Island and don't understand what that means or what it pertains to.
Ronkonkoma?
Yeah. Just sound it out.
Sound it out.
Pretty self-explanatory. Anyway.
Don't add syllables.
Yeah, no need for that.
Ronkonkononker.
Huh.
I don't know.
All right.
Ronkonkoma. It's not a coma. It's a K.
Yeah. Well, Ronkonkoma. Ronkonkoma.
Coma.
Yeah. All right.
Well, welcome to any new listeners. We've gotten some new followers.
Yeah. I've been promoting.
Thanks for being here. Well, there are some people that you didn't know.
Okay.
But yeah, both.
Still promoting.
Thanks for being here. Here we are.
And if you are new and you don't know how you found us, it's very simple. We post new episodes every Tuesday at 8 a.m. on all of your major podcasting platforms and on YouTube on Wednesday at some point whenever YouTube uploads it. We are most active on Instagram at Next Station Ronkonkoma, and by we I mean Ashley. Or you can just shout me out, be like, at Danny, I have a question for you. Want to be my friend? I'm here. We're homies, whatever. Or at Ashley for any questions. If you want to answer any of the polls that Ashley posts on Instagram, you have to find them on Instagram. I know it's pretty self-explanatory, but you never know these days.
Thanks for that.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
I've been told I over-explain things sometimes.
You have said yourself.
That's true, too.
That you do so.
If you're an avid listener, you know that I said that.
Mm-hmm.
Just a little throw that in there. And, yeah, if you have any questions or comments, concerns, if you want to share us with anybody, you could share our Spotify link to any episode or our YouTube link or the Next Station Ronkonkoma podcast Instagram page. You know, any of the above. Feel free. Share with anyone but Grandma. Again, Tuesday mornings, 8 a.m.
Thanks for sharing and caring.
Thanks for sharing and caring. That's right. It's a good one. Back to our... I'm sorry. I keep interrupting you. I'm sorry.
Yeah. It's okay.
I know. You're used to it. Now Ashley's making all the noise with the chair.
I'm used to it. Is that my chair?
Yeah. I have a folding chair now.
Oh, no.
I can make less noise now.
This chair is noisy.
I've been trying to say that for months. Yeah. Now she's sitting there making noise. Stop making noise.
I'm not making noise.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, it keeps making noise.
Yeah.
Shit. All right, stay very still.
That's why I have a folding chair now. Actually.
So Danny can hopefully not make noise.
Yeah. Ashley moved her office from this room and took her chair with it. So the loving husband that I am, I gave her my chair, and I have a folding chair. It's comfortable, though. It's cool. We're chilling. No noise.
Those folding chairs are good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of comfortable, I'm bundled up in a hoodie right now because for some reason it's freezing down here.
I'm telling you, it's always fucking cold down here. It's still hot outside.
We should
so what the fuck?
Fire up the pellet stove. Get it cooking.
Have the pellet stove on downstairs and the AC on upstairs.
What is it, like 80 to 85 degrees outside right now, too?
Today, I mean, probably still, yeah.
Yeah.
It's still up there. And we were supposed to get rain the last couple days. We did not. We're
kind of in like a drought right now.
Yeah, it's literally been like weeks. But it keeps changing. Like, I checked the weather yesterday. I was like, okay, I guess it's not raining. And it showed no rain for like the next however long it shows, week and a half. And now it says chance of rain Tuesday and Wednesday.
Like tomorrow?
Yeah.
Shit.
Today. Yeah.
Yeah, today.
Yeah, so who knows? But yeah, we're still well into the 80s. And it's the middle. We're like halfway through September already.
I know, it's a little
What the
ridiculous.
fuck?
Yeah.
And like, I started putting up some Halloween decorations because I can.
Yeah.
Against Danny's wishes.
No, I'm not against putting up decorations. You were putting up Halloween decorations as I am assembling more flat pack furniture that you love to order.
Well, it's more affordable.
Yeah.
We were building a shelf while Danny started building it. And
you were a good assistant.
I was, yeah. We teamwork.
Yeah.
But yeah, shit, what did you just say?
Flat pack furniture?
Yeah.
Wayfair, IKEA.
Yeah, so I ordered it from Wayfair. And it was on the cheaper side from like what I could find. And yeah, I don't know what I was going to say about it.
It's
a bitch. Oh, that's what I was going to say. It what was it? Fucking 30 something steps?
36.
Yeah, like a fucking booklet of instructions. And this is not one of those things that you can just not follow instructions.
Yeah.
Like there's a million fucking pieces. You have to.
You have to follow the instructions, the pictures in the instructions very closely because sometimes it's turned like the piece that you're inserting or connecting to. I don't know why I say it like that. It's
like which way it's facing.
Right.
Yeah, it's important.
Because if you don't, it's fucked.
Yeah. So Danny, or starting, and Danny goes, all right, it's 5:07. We're going to be done at 6:07. So I just laughed.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I don't think so.
I was not done by 6:07, but
maybe 10:07.
No, like 9:07. But I learned from the last time when I was assembling like the children's furniture that Ashley ordered for us adults. I grab a chair and I assemble the pieces on a table, so I'm not sitting on the floor trying to assemble them.
Yeah, that helps a lot.
Call it what you want. I call it working in comfort.
It helps a lot. Who wants to be sitting? Your fucking legs start going numb. You can't get the right angles. Like, it's so much easier.
Yeah, it fucking sucks.
Yeah, it sucks either way.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I was kind of just handing things to you as you kind of put it together.
Also, the instructions lied to me. It said I only needed a Phillips head screwdriver. That's not the case. I needed a Phillips screwdriver, a drill bit, a hammer.
It specifically said do not use a drill or a hammer.
Right.
And then all of a sudden it needed a drill and a hammer.
Yeah, because I had to fucking knock anchors into the wall to... It's fucking bullshit.
It's a tall shelf. It needs to be anchored.
Yeah.
We have cats.
Exactly.
They're assholes and they'll climb all the way to the top for no reason and knock it over.
Knock everything over, basically, yeah.
I mean, knock on wood, they haven't done that, but there's nothing on the shelf yet.
No, they will.
We're working on it. They're scoping it out.
Yeah. They think it's their new hideout. They just hang out on the shelf.
Yeah.
Like, no, it's not for you.
Yeah. Speaking of wood, not related at all, but lantern flies. I don't know if they're anywhere else, but Long Island is fucking loaded right now with them.
Yeah.
Are they anywhere else right now?
Back when we were on the island, I was starting to see them when I was leaving work. They were around the warehouse, but again, I work at a warehouse and trucks come from out of state all the time. So the truck, that's when we were training to go out on the road, there's a specific slide in the training exercises about spotted lanternflies that if you see them, you kill them.
Yeah, and I feel like at that point they were talking about like down south.
Yeah,
we were
in Charlotte for that.
And now, yeah, Long Island is They're all over the place. And
Yeah.
people are like on a fucking mission to kill them.
Yeah.
There's like a hashtag like doing my part. Kill the lanternfly today. Because they're bad. Like they're killing everything, or they can kill everything, like environment wise. But also I started to see people are doing lanternfly inspired hairstyles.
Oh,
yeah.
Really? I can't say I've seen that.
Yeah. Because the lanternfly, like, it is very pretty looking.
Even when it's dead and squished?
Yeah.
Weird.
Like, it's, like when they spread their wings, they're like red underneath, and they're like, they're white with like black spots, and like they're pretty looking, but they're fucking evil.
Yeah.
So now people are getting this hairstyle inspired by the lanternfly, so that it's like a kind of like a peekaboo thing, where like the underneath of their hair is like a different color, because when the lanternfly spreads its wings, it's a different color underneath. Fucking ridiculous. I mean, do whatever you want with your hair, but like, really? Lanternfly inspired?
Well, it's different. But my whole thing is, how come it took for me to almost 30 years of my life, I never heard about a lanternfly, and now all of a sudden
Things
they're
evolve.
a huge thing. Yeah. Where did it come from?
I mean, that happens all the time, I guess.
I guess.
Where did they come from? I don't know. Cotton Eye Joe. I don't know much about them.
Okay.
Or any. I know that they're invasive.
Yeah.
That's what I know.
And they can kill everything, apparently.
Right. Like, they're bad for the environment. And, like, the way that they multiply and shit, like...
Yeah.
Yeah, it's bad.
All right.
I've also been seeing on Facebook, well, not just recently, like, all the time, but I follow, like, the Long Island Foodies Facebook group.
Yeah.
And now I also follow one down here.
Okay.
Which is, it's not reliable. We talk about the food down here. It's not the same whatsoever.
It sucks.
Yeah.
You could say it.
So, but I still follow the Long Island Foodies page because,
To make yourself miserable?
Yeah, a little bit. But I hate when, like, a lot of people go to, like, the Foodies pages to ask, like, hey, I'm nearby, like, this town or this county, whatever. Like, where's the best, like, chicken parm? And people will give suggestions.
Right.
But all the time, there's at least one person that will be like, mine is the best. Like, the one that they make homemade.
They make in-house?
Yeah. I'm like, that's not what they're fucking asking.
They're proud of their chicken parm.
Yeah, but fuck off for a second. And give them the suggestion that they're looking for.
Maybe what they're trying to say is, mine is the best, so come through and I'll make it for you.
Yeah, exactly.
You never know.
That's fucking weird. But that's what I mean. Like, that's obviously not what they're saying. So, like, why are you saying that? Like, they're looking for, like, a restaurant suggestion. Nobody cares that you can make better chicken parm, so you think.
They have nothing else to do. They have nothing else going on in their lives. They're just browsing. They're just perusing through Long Island Foodies, just trying to fuck up somebody's day. Or make what they think is going to be very funny, make a joke, and it's not funny.
Yeah, they think it's funny.
Yeah.
It's really not.
What is it, like Susan, who's like 95 years old? Or
Yeah.
It makes perfect sense then.
Yeah, usually.
Why is Susan on Facebook on Long Island Foodies? She knows where the food is. She's been there for 95 years.
Right.
It's in her kitchen, apparently.
Exactly. Like, Long Island Foodies, like, that's about, like, Long Island restaurants and stuff,
Yeah, but...
And granted, like, yes, people will go, like, give each other their recipes. Like, okay, that's cool too. But, like, you know what I mean? When somebody's asking for a suggestion, don't be dumb.
Don't be like, mine.
Give them a recipe.
Mine is the best.
Yeah. All the time. Even down here. I mean, down here, honestly, whatever you make in your house is probably better than whatever these restaurants have. But on Long Island, that's not usually the case.
And also down here, for some reason, they don't do vodka sauce. I'm sure we've said this already, but
yeah,
what the fuck? One place that we've gone to has vodka. One place.
Yeah.
And it was amazing.
Like, I don't even see, like, I don't know, like, we don't go to a lot of Italian restaurants, obviously, because...
For very obvious reasons.
Yeah.
They suck.
Can't be doing that.
Sorry, guys.
But, like, I don't know, there's other restaurants that usually would have at least, like, penne alla vodka.
Right.
That's, like, a very basic dish, you would think.
Yeah.
But...
Not here.
I've never seen it here.
They have penne marinara.
Yeah, it's marinara or meat sauce.
Yeah. We're not gonna throw what do we eat this week in here at this point in time. We're just gonna reference something that we just tried last week because
you're talking about last night?
No, we're gonna get to that too. Last week, not last night. Last week. No, it's 2 nights ago. Today's Tuesday.
All right.
Either way.
Go ahead.
Either way.
Last week.
So many people were saying, you got to try this place. You got to try this place. It's right by your house. You got to go. You got to go. You got to go. It's the best place ever. Etc. Etc. It's a great place. It's a great family restaurant and so on and so forth. You have to go. It's Italian food. You got to go. You got to try it. I had a coworker tell me, like, you got to go. You got to at least try it. I'm like, no, I don't. It's not going to be good. And he's like, you got to go try it. Finally, we gave in. Unfortunately, we were like, all right, let's just go try it. Let's just go do it. Let's just get this over with.
Pretty much. So
we go there, and no vodka sauce, like previously stated, and it was a letdown. Just plain and cut and dry. It was disappointing.
And it's not to say that every Italian place is gonna have vodka sauce.
But they should. They
should, but not, you know.
Some chefs don't want you to mess with their recipe.
Yeah,
I get that too.
Yeah.
Like, I'm that guy where I go somewhere and I'm like, can I get this item without this and without this? I know, I'm sorry. I'm calling myself out on that one.
Yeah, you absolutely are.
So, wow, okay, calm down. But it's like, I'll go to a restaurant and be like, we want to... What's the name of that place?
Carmine's.
No.
Well, also, yes.
I
don't know what you're talking about.
What happened to Carmine's?
Carmine's, we asked for the chicken parm, but with vodka sauce. And he was acting like it was like...
Oh,
a huge fucking ask.
He was acting like Nana was gonna get so upset that you asked her for not her sauce. You want vodka sauce? What do you mean? No.
And it was gonna be like another $40 or something.
Yeah,
some shit.
He shut that down real quick.
That's what I was. What are you referring to?
I'm looking it up right now.
What are you talking about? Sal's?
Yeah. Yes. There you go.
I thought you were talking about a place that didn't allow it.
No. So we're at Sal's, and I think it was like the first time we went there. Possibly.
Maybe the second.
Maybe first or second. And the waiter comes over. He's like, "What can I get you?" I'm like, I was feeling frisky. I don't know why, but I'm like, "Let me get can you make a vodka bolognese sauce?" He's like, "Whoa."
I feel like that's not how it went, but...
No?
Because I feel like hold on. I feel like the chicken parm that they had on their menu came with a meat sauce.
Yeah.
And you asked for it with vodka sauce instead, and he asked you if you want it to be a vodka meat sauce.
I don't know.
And
but
you
no.
were like, bro.
No.
And then...
No, because he went into the back and asked the
Yes.
chef if the chef can make it.
Yeah.
And the chef said, "What do you want?" He's like, "A vodka bolognese sauce." And he's like, "My man." That's an exact quote from the waiter.
From the waiter, yeah.
Who told me that's exactly what the chef said.
Yeah.
I don't know, but that's an exact quote. That's what I got. My man. And he made it, and it was banging. It was so good. Mm-hmm. Why did we never go back after, like...
I don't know.
We went back like one more time after that. I want to say like we went there like 3 times in total, but
I think that was the last time.
damn, it was so good.
I might have
too.
got like pizza from there once.
Kyle did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was banging.
That was so good.
Yeah, you are not getting that down here.
Yeah, no, the place down here, it's like it came out and it's like subpar to Olive Garden.
Oh, the place that we went here?
Yeah, here.
Oh, yeah. From the start, like, they gave you breadsticks. We're like, oh, cool. They were shit. Like, how do you get breadsticks wrong?
They were warm.
All right,
that was it.
but, like, they didn't taste like anything.
No, they taste like just regular bread.
Like,
and the marinara sauce they gave with them, I was just like, eh.
Yeah.
It's pizza sauce in a cup, basically.
Yeah. Like, bread is bread. It's good, but, like, no.
And then we got the entrees. You got a
Salads.
salad. I didn't get a salad. You got a salad. And then...
Yeah, they came with salads.
Did it? Fuck, I can't remember a damn thing.
Yeah, you got Caesar salad.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Okay. Yeah.
I got a house salad. I asked for balsamic.
And
They gave me ranch.
You got ranch. And then I got a Caesar salad. Which was better than Texas Roadhouse has been lately with one crouton. They've been fucking savages with their Caesar salads. It barely fills the bottom of the bowl and they get one crouton. It's like, here you go. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Either way. So yeah, I guess I got a Caesar salad. Okay. And then I convinced Ashley, like, let's just get a very small pizza just to try it as like an appetizer.
Oh, yeah, because somebody said, like, oh, their pizza's actually really good.
Yeah, the pizza's good. The rest is trash. And it was okay. It's all right, I guess. I don't know. Not the best either.
No.
And then, like I said, the food came out. I got chicken parm with spaghetti. No option for other pastas.
That's the other thing. They don't give you an option.
Yeah. Like, what if I want rigatoni? What if I want bow tie?
Nope.
What if I want penne? I'm a big penne guy. Nope.
They don't even ask.
No, they don't ask. And it comes out and it's like subpar to Olive Garden. Again,
And that's
rough.
one cutlet.
Yeah. Being a New Yorker, like a true New Yorker, and you say Olive Garden is better than something when it comes to Italian food, that speaks volumes.
Yeah, I definitely rather go to Olive Garden than that place.
That's rough.
Yeah.
And like I said, we're not going to shout them out here. We're not going to throw them under the bus. But because we try to be good, decent people. We'll go to your restaurant. We'll eat your food. We'll think it's shit. And we'll talk about it later. But we're not going to tell you who. We're not going to tell you where we went.
We were talking about it at the restaurant.
Yeah.
We were looking up old pictures of Italian food that we used to eat.
The waitress to come over and to see pictures of Italian food on our phones. Like, what the fuck are they doing?
We're like, look at this.
Yeah.
Look at what we used to have.
But the thing is, the reason why we were looking at pictures is because my coworker was like hounding me, like, you gotta go there, you gotta go there, you gotta go there. So finally I went there and immediately I sent him a snap. I'm like, already disappointed. And then I sent him pictures of food that we used to get when we used to go out to get Italian. And he's like, he just wrote back, he's like, I understand. I'm like, you should.
Just from the pictures.
Just from the pictures. There was one video going across the table at Mama's. You see like the appetizer, then the entrees, and you're just like, who's eating all of that? We did in like 3 days.
Yeah, that's the thing too. And like, it's not like we spent, maybe a little bit less, But you get so much less food.
Right. When you go to Mama's, you got dinner tonight, you got lunch the next day, and maybe a snack the day after.
Yeah, literally. I've done that.
Yeah.
I've had full dinner, like two full. Is that English? I've had dinner and then literally lunch the next 2 days.
Like we're not sponsored by Mama's whatsoever, but I will always be a huge fan of Mama's. Mm-hmm. Mama's in Copiague, in case you're wondering.
Don't say always, because if God forbid they change owners or something, I don't know.
Don't speak. I don't need that kind of negativity in my life right now. You need to relax.
I know.
Calm. Settle down.
We gotta go. Gotta go.
Yeah. So we just rambled on for a little bit, and I didn't go over anything on my list here. So I'm going to get right into it real quick. This past weekend on Friday, they had a big truck show in town, and I wanted to go. So
surprise.
Settle down, all right? So obviously you guys know I'm a big truck show guy, car show guy, whatever else. And now that I don't have to go off the island and travel 3 hours to go to a decent show, it's much more accessible for me down here. It's much nicer. I'm not paying tolls. I'm not paying for diesel or gas or whatever. I just go there, pay the admission. You can get a 1 day or a 2 day pass here. When we went to Sparks in August, it was 2 day pass with that wristband. But this show was at the convention center, so you can buy the 1 day or the 2 day pass. I got the 1 day. We both got 1 day. So I got Fresh also. And the show was inside the convention center and out in the parking lot. It was insane. A lot of very interesting custom cool trucks and everything else. Not just mostly big diesel trucks, but also like there was a lowered Trailblazer, there was a couple lowered C10s, there was an old Chevy, there was a bunch of cool stuff. Fucking mudding, off-roading, like side-by-sides, and that Simpsons themed one. It was just insane. Fucking wild.
Polaris.
Yeah, Polaris.
There's a couple of those.
Yeah.
There's a fire truck.
The school bus.
School bus.
A lot of custom audio setups in a bed, like a lot of trucks at any level lift where it's like you can adjust the height, go up and down like hydraulics and fucking wild. But the thing is, what the fuck?
Oh no.
So my phone I put it on silent, but the alarm still goes off. Either way. So the thing is, the show was like 3 to 9 on Friday. Something like 5 to 9 maybe. So by the time we got there, because we had something else going on earlier that day, by the time I got there it was a little bit later, and Ashley is always hungry.
Not always, but around dinner time, yeah.
She's always hungry. So but the thing is though, down here in Tennessee they also have Publix. And the only time we ever, like, we were told you gotta go to Publix and you gotta get they call them subs, but you gotta get a hero at Publix.
We have.
Yeah, we have. We were down in Florida. We went to Publix and we got a hero, and it was pretty good. I'm like, yo, there's a Publix right down the road from here. We can go get heroes. Ashley looks at me.
And you were meaning when?
After the show.
And we were still on our way to the show.
We were in the parking lot. We were in the parking lot of the show.
Just giving some context here.
I was doing my lap of the parking lot looking for the best spot. I do that. I pull into a parking lot. I do a full lap to see where the best parking spot is to keep everyone away from my truck, from children hitting my doors and shit because they're savages. But either way. So we're rolling through the parking lot. And I'm like, hey, there's a Publix right down the road from here. We can go get heroes. Ashley looks at me with like the fiercest, most angriest eyes I've ever seen.
You're lying.
She looks at me. I have a direct quote here. I wrote it down. I'm already starving, and you want me to eat a sandwich? And then she just looks at me. She goes, "The fuck?" Again, I'm already starving and you want me to eat a sandwich?
For dinner?
For dinner? The fuck? Just a sandwich?
It was not that serious.
It was.
No.
She was fierce. She might not remember she was starving.
Because I was already hangry.
She was already in starvation mode. But she was already hangry and she was not. We did not go to Publix. I'll tell you that right now. That was a big no. Big N-O. Capital no. Still have not gone to Publix. But one day when she's not as hangry, or maybe for lunch.
For lunch.
Can't do that for dinner. That's not a dinner thing for her.
No. It's not a thing. I'm already hungry. We're about to go to the show for who knows how long.
We did a quick lap.
A quick lap? There was a big show. There's no such thing as a quick lap.
We did a quick lap for a show that size.
Yeah. Hungry.
Yeah.
And you want me to just go and grab a little sandwich for dinner afterwards? Get the fuck out of here.
See? You see? But
you exaggerate. I wasn't that aggressive.
It was pretty aggressive, guys. Help me. But I did come across a couple of trucks that I recognize. We've seen at Carlisle in Pennsylvania. There's one guy I follow on YouTube. His semi was there and a couple of his trucks. So I don't even know where he's from, but they made the trip down there. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, they're from all over.
Yeah, we saw fucking Ontario plates. Like Canada. That's a fucking trip.
Canada.
That's a fucking trip.
Missouri.
Yeah. Arkansas.
Texas. Florida.
Yeah. It was a big show. It was good. And they do the show on Friday and Saturday. Not for church on Sunday, but so that people can go to Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge and explore this area before they head back home. So that's pretty cool that they do that. So
yeah. And I feel like to get your truck indoors for that show, like you need an invite. Mm-hmm. Like that's like the high end fucking maybe not high end, but you know what I mean? Like the trucks that were indoors were like they were invited.
Those are very nice.
Yeah. Or like at least chosen to be in there.
Yeah. Kind of like a mini Nats deal, maybe. I'm not positive on
Yeah, like you got to be approved.
Right.
Like, yeah.
For mini Nats, you got to send a picture of your truck and a whole build sheet, and then the people that host that show have to send you a yes or no in the mail, like or email. I don't know, but you have to. I've never had a truck that nice to even think about trying to get submitted into mini Nats, but you have to like get approval for yes or no. And if you don't get approved, you still go park out in the parking lot, the spectator lot, and it's still like a fucking car show out there too. But my thing though with shows like this, I'm a shirt guy. I'm sure you guys have heard this before. I made
If that's what you want to call it.
I made an attempt.
Shirt hoarder.
To get a show shirt, because I like getting show shirts because I'm like, oh, I remember this show. That's good. Good memories. I got a bunch of Carlisle shirts. I got a Mini Nat shirt. I got a bunch of shirts for shows. And I made an attempt to get this one. It didn't happen. The first day of the show, I'm like, hey, you got a big boy sizes? Nope. She's like, I have this in blue, though. I'm like, I look at Ashley, she looks at me, I'm like, all right, no shirt. Never mind. She didn't say anything. She didn't say yes or no. But she kind of like gave me that look like you don't need another shirt.
Still hungry, okay?
Then, funny enough, 2 days later, we're walking through Buc-ee's, and I'm like, oh, look, that's that shirt in blue. She looks at me, she's like, that would have looked nice on you.
Okay, but a couple weeks ago, you just got a different show shirt that is in blue, and it does look nice on you.
Yeah.
So you're fine. You got a blue truck show shirt.
It's a different show.
Yeah. They all look the same.
No, they do not.
They have 2 trucks on them.
They do not.
And they got the truck show name and
the
date. And
the one that I got has the sunspot from Knoxville on it.
Cool.
That's one of the reasons why I got that shirt.
Yeah.
This one didn't have a sunspot. It's got a GMC dually on it, though. Mm-hmm. That was in the show. That looked pretty dope.
Yeah.
Would have been cool to have that shirt.
Yep.
Might order it online. Probably
It's
not.
like going to a concert and getting a shirt every single time you go to a concert.
Did that too for a while.
I'm sure. I don't doubt you did.
You're wearing one right now.
This was a parking lot shirt. And that's why it looks like this.
Where was the parking lot? At the concert.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
The shirts that you get out in the parking lot after the concert, they fade in 2 washes. That's why you can't see their faces anymore.
You can kind of see.
Barely.
They split up. The Florida Georgia line is no longer.
They are no longer.
But either way, the show was awesome. It was really cool. And the thing is also they had a big, it's called a Pigeon Forge Rod Run for the whole weekend. They do it twice a year, spring and fall. And basically it's a huge takeover of like classic cars, muscle cars, whatever else, just lined up on the parkway in Pigeon Forge. And you can buy, sell, flip. But they have new rules and laws right now for all that stuff. Like kind of trying to shut it down a little bit. It's a little wild, but...
Well, I mean, rightfully so. Somebody died, like, last time.
That was the spring one. We're in fall now.
That's what I'm saying.
I know. That was... I don't know the whole story behind that. I heard it was kind of like a squatted truck and a moped. Moped lost. R.I.P. It's fucked up. But speaking of squatted trucks, actually, hold up. Like, I feel bad for the person that lost their life during the rod run. I'm sorry for your loss to the family. Like, it's not cool. But they are, like, cracking down on squatted trucks, which is the truck with the front lifted all the way up and the back slammed all the way to the... It looks ridiculous. Like, I like custom trucks, but that's just a little too much. You can't see anything. But I noticed, even at the Smoky Mountain Truck Fest, a lot of those trucks, the spotlight on the back. I'm like, what's the fucking deal with that spotlight on the roof? Mm-hmm. So I did some research. I'm like, yeah, it's like a work light, but a lot of these squatted trucks have. I don't know why, but I'm like, then I do the research. I'm like, damn, I kind of need one of those.
That's what happens.
It's a light. It's a spotlight. It's magnetic. On the top, you run the wire into the cab, and then it's a wireless remote control. You can spin it around 360 degrees, and it's a bright light. I'm like, that'd be really helpful for, like, hooking up the trailers or whatever it may be, backing in my driveway. I don't fucking know. But it's like, I'm like, why are they always facing the back? Then I do the research, and it's like, oh, it's always facing the back so it doesn't get hit with rocks or bugs or whatever. It makes perfect sense. Mm-hmm. Kind of want one now. Not going to get one. It's called a Go Light. Look it up. It's pretty cool. Mm-hmm. If you look it up on TikTok, though, it's just going to show you a bunch of squatted trucks and, like, stupid kids. But whatever. It's cool.
You used to be one of those kids.
Not
with
bad.
the squatted truck. But
Not that bad.
I'm just saying.
What do you mean? What is that supposed to mean?
One of those kids that goes to car shows and shit.
I still go to car shows and shit. I just never had a squatted truck. It's not my thing. That's, the whole respecting all builds thing. I don't know about all that with those. Custom is custom, but that's just a little
There's
much.
An exception.
Yeah.
There's a limit.
Yeah. But that's all I had for the most part, I guess. There's like one more thing, but you can go ahead.
Speaking of traveling, this is probably really fucking random, but I think about it from time to time.
Uh-oh.
You probably have no idea what I'm talking
Not
about.
a clue.
But we'll see.
Don't know what to expect here. Shit.
Did you have I feel like it was new when we were growing up. Who knows? But like, did you have Optimum like in like the early 2000s?
Like
TV,
IO?
at your house?
I didn't have TiVo. We didn't.
No, that's...
No, but
I didn't say TiVo.
No, I know.
IO? Is that what it was?
Yeah, IO.
Yeah, the little IO remote.
Yeah, with the little IO button.
Yeah.
And dropped in a menu and yeah.
Okay, so...
What does this have to do with traveling?
You ever look at the maps on IO?
No.
No?
I didn't even know that was a thing.
I knew you were going to say that, so I'm alone in this. Okay.
What are you talking about?
There's got to be somebody else that knows what I'm talking about. So there was a feature...
Make this a poll.
On your TV that it was like part of the IO menu. I don't even know how to explain it because it was so long ago. I don't even know how I remember.
I can picture the remote in my head right now, but
yeah, like I'd be, if I'm like in bed at night and I like couldn't sleep or something, or I just didn't want to sleep, who knows? And you get bored of whatever's on TV. And I just started going through like the IO menu of like different things that are, I don't know, it was like different things on this menu. And there was like a map feature.
Okay.
Where you can look at like the world basically and like zoom into like different parts of the world and like I don't remember like specifically what it even, like I can picture it, but it was weird.
Are you confusing IO with Google Earth?
No. But I guess it was similar.
It was Google Earth before Google Earth was a thing?
Maybe. You might be onto something.
Okay.
So I would like do that sometimes at night, just randomly. Just like go through and like look at the map on IO. And then I would like start to feel like homesick and like, even though I'm like in my home, because I'm looking around the world and maybe I shouldn't have admitted that, but yeah, so no, can't relate.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
I remember that so vividly.
No. Sorry.
Now that you say it, it probably was like a Google Earth thing, but before Google Earth. Maybe it was after.
I don't know. I use Google Earth all the time though now. Mm-hmm. Because with my job and I got to drive a tractor trailer into places I've never been to before, so I always look it up to see where I'm going to park when I get there. I was actually telling my coworker last week about this. I'm like, yeah, because he was telling me if you put the GPS for this store in the map, it's going to bring you to a dirt field in the middle of nowhere. He's like, I tell you this because it happened to me. I'm like, okay. I'm like, I always Google Earth, like the address, so I could pull it up and look and see where I'm going to park and how I'm going to like turn in and so on and so forth before I get there.
Yeah.
He's like, that's actually really smart. I never thought about that. Today, I was going to a stop I've never been to before, so I Google Earthed it, and I saw the truck I was driving in the picture on Google Earth parked. I'm like, oh, so that's where I park. Perfect. It's just one of those things where it's like, even when I my last job, I would do that, and I'll be like, where did this person park? And sometimes I would pull it up, and the truck was parked right there. I'm like, that makes sense. That's perfect.
Yeah, it's very useful for that.
Yeah.
I was not using IO Maps for that.
No? Did you just look it up? No. Oh, you were just...
What?
You were using IO Maps, just try not to go to sleep. I'm using it. I'm using Google Earth for, like, productive things.
Yeah, like...
Gotcha.
Yeah, I would just look at it just to look at it.
I do that sometimes, too. I just scroll around.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we want to go to...
Utah?
Besides Utah. Like, travel with passports. Like...
Oh, yeah.
Bora Bora. What's the other one?
Maldives.
Yeah, the Maldives. When I'm like, man, well, I need like some motivation to really like get some overtime or something like that. I'm like,
just look at the Maldives.
Scroll into the Maldives real quick. I'm like, oh man, one day.
It's actually, maybe that's why, like I said, when I was looking at these maps, like I felt homesick, but I don't know, like that's obviously not what I'm, like obviously I wasn't homesick because like I was literally home in my bed looking at the maps, but like it's almost like a little unsettling sometimes to look at, like if you look at the Maldives, it's a tiny fucking island in the middle of the ocean.
But it's
tiny.
Absolutely beautiful.
Yes. But like looking at that on a map, you're like, ooh.
Not only that, you can get one of those like in-water cabins.
Over water bungalow.
Right. Or the see-through floor so you can see the ocean underneath you while you're sleeping.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. It's a little unsettling.
I'm going.
You could literally jump in the ocean from your room.
Yes.
From your little dock and your little personal pool.
Right.
Like, it's amazing, but
yes,
a little unsettling.
Worth the trip, I'm sure. I've never been, but I am going.
One day we'll go.
Oh, yeah. I have my passport. I'm going to use it.
Yeah. So, all right. Well,
I'm not a world traveler like my buddy. He just decides to go random places and just sends pictures.
just sends pictures.
Yeah.
He tells you he's going sometimes.
Yeah. He just decides, hey.
Wait, he doesn't ask you?
No, I never get an invite.
You want him to ask you?
Yeah.
So you could say, no, I don't have time off work.
Yeah, exactly. I know I'm not going to be able to go, but hey, man, just an invite.
Just ask.
Right. Where'd you go last time? Finland or some shit? I don't know.
Something like
that would be cool. Let me know. No, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if I'll ever get to his level, but it'd be pretty cool to try.
Yeah, we're starting. We've went one time out of the country so far.
To Aruba. Beautiful. Highly recommend.
Yeah, well, which is also a tiny little island, but...
but absolutely beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah. Even that's a little unsettling, but the weather is good there, so it's not like you got to worry about, some crazy weather happening. And I got a fucking blister in the middle of my palm. It really hurts. What a fucking spot for a blister.
You want blue collar for one day.
God.
You assembled Halloween decorations.
I was trying to assemble. I think that's my problem. Like you talked about at my speed painting.
Yeah.
I think I was speed screw driving. Really aggressively. That's why I always strip screws too.
That's why you don't do those things.
I know. I was like, babe, why won't this screw tighten? Can you try it? And he's trying it and he's like, it's stripped.
I just pulled it out one shot.
Yeah.
Didn't have to screw it or unscrew it, just slid right out.
God, I got a fucking callus on my palm from trying doing something wrong.
Why do you have to sit there and speed through everything? You just relax.
I don't know. Well, I gotta get it done.
Yeah.
We're used to being from New York, on the go. Gotta get shit done.
It's like your mom on speed bake. Yeah. I don't have time for this.
Yeah, my mom doesn't have time for regular oven functions. Speed bake only. She knows.
Yeah. I don't have time for this crap.
Speed bake, it's her favorite button.
Yeah.
I don't think our oven has one. There's a little button on top. I don't know what it's for.
I have no idea.
It might be speed bake.
It's possible.
Yeah.
It's also from 1985, so.
Yeah.
That's why it still works, though.
Mm-hmm.
Knock on wood.
Hello?
I knocked on wood. I'm not trying to replace an oven
there?
right now. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, this kind of hurts. Might have to go to urgent care.
I'm sure you're
kidding.
fine.
No, I told Danny I just gotta wear gloves when I do things because my hands are too soft.
Yeah.
But then he's like, well, if you wear gloves all the time, they're never gonna get used to these things. I'm like, that's fine. I'll just wear gloves all the time.
When she was pulling weeds out of the driveway, she's wearing her gloves, and I go over and I take over for her. She's like, "What about your gloves?" I'm like, "I don't need them."
You do.
No.
Even with the gloves, I have fucking dirt all in my fingernails because apparently the gloves are porous and just let shit through anyway.
Yeah.
So I guess there was no point.
Exactly.
I get a better grip when I have gloves. You know?
I get that, but I just had to get it done.
Yeah. So you were speed weeding?
Got it done.
Well, all right. Well, maybe I won't go to urgent care, but I've had a lot of fucking doctor's appointments lately. I feel like I'm 60 years old. That's not that old. I feel like I'm like 80.
You got your adventures you go on.
To the doctors? Yeah. Like an 80-year-old.
Oh, she got so mad the other day because she got caught in a rolling roadblock. I used to get caught in those all the time because my old job was right over there.
Oh my God. So dumb. That didn't even make sense. Like, a rolling roadblock, like, I'm sorry, you should be doing the speed limit. If you're trying to slow down traffic to do the speed limit, like, why are we doing from 0 to 5 the whole way?
Because the officers that are causing the rolling roadblock have their windows down and they're talking to each other the entire time.
With miles of traffic behind them.
Yeah. They're getting paid.
That's insane.
They are getting paid handsome overtime for that.
Could you imagine being the first car behind them? I would lose my mind.
I would get off at the exit. Next exit, I'm getting off. I don't care. Getting off.
Like, yeah, going to one of my doctor's appointments, there was fucking miles of traffic. And I could see, I wasn't that far behind where they were, so I could see, all of a sudden I was like, oh, there's flashing lights. Maybe there's an accident. And then I'm like, no, it's one of those fucking roadblocks.
Yeah.
But like, dead stop traffic. And once in a while, we'd get up to like 5 miles an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I was on schedule to, what's the word?
Arrive.
I was on schedule. What's the word? I can't ever think of words. Like I was on par to arrive.
You're on par to arrive on time.
A half hour early.
That's on time.
For me, yeah.
Yeah.
For you, that's very early.
Settle down.
So I was what the fuck is the term that I'm trying to think of?
On par?
Somebody, yeah, but like not that. Somebody's like listening in their car right now, fucking yelling it to me.
Yeah.
What is it?
I don't know. What are you trying to say?
You're not helping. Okay, so I was supposed to be there. I was What is the word?
What time were you supposed to be there?
What was it? My appointment was at 1:30. I was supposed to be there.
You were gonna get there at 1 o'clock.
I was getting there at 1 o'clock, like according to my GPS.
Okay.
Arrival time 1 o'clock, or like 1:05, let's say.
Okay.
And because of this fucking roadblock, I didn't get there until like 1:30 when like I was supposed to get there.
Yeah.
Instead of like that was on time. Like my appointment was at 2. They say to get there a half hour early because there's a fucking parking garage and whatever. So really, I would have been an hour early, I guess, technically, but whatever. So yeah, I was like just on time.
Okay.
Because of this fucking roadblock. Like 20 to 30 minutes, this put me back. And I was like 5 miles away.
Yep.
I'm like, what the fuck is this?
I used to get caught in that all the time. I would get caught with the truck going back to the warehouse, and then on the way home, I get caught in it again.
Yeah, that's what I was worried about. I'm like, when I come out of the doctor's now, am I going to get caught in it going the other way?
Yeah.
But they were still going the same way I was going before. I was like, you savages.
Yeah.
And there was a lady, like after I checked in for my appointment and I was waiting, there was a lady that, what are you doing?
It's a little warm over here now.
What the fuck? There was a lady that was checking in for her appointment, and she was trying to explain to the girl at the desk, like, she's like, I don't know what was going on. Like, I've never seen that much traffic. And the girl at the desk had, like, zero remorse. She's like, all right, just next time you got to be on time. And she's like, no, I've never had a problem. Like, I'm always on time. I don't know what happened. And she's like, okay, well, yeah, next time be on time. It's like, Jesus, give her a break. I was going to say something like, I know why there was traffic, but I minded my own business.
Just hung her out to dry over there.
Yeah.
The thing is, though, with this rolling roadblocks, it's basically just you're on the expressway heading east at anywhere between 4 and 6.
Right, that's what it feels like.
On a weekday.
Yeah, that's exactly what it feels like. Yeah. That shit was ridiculous.
Yeah. I moved away from the island to get away from this bullshit.
Yeah.
Still getting caught in it.
And now, well, at least now you don't have to go that way for work. And, you know, the doctor's offices, we have doctor's offices very close to our house, but there's it depends on what type of doctor you're seeing.
Right.
So, some of the specialists and stuff are over that way.
Yeah. And when I got my car accident, that's where we went to the hospital for me to get checked out.
Yeah, the hospital's over there. The good hospital
right.
is over there. So, gotta deal with it sometimes.
There's a hospital over here that doesn't even have an emergency room.
No, they don't do trauma.
No trauma.
No trauma. I know the hospitals have, different levels of trauma that they do sometimes. Yeah, so our friends were like, don't go to that hospital.
Right.
Drive the half hour to the trauma hospital just in case. Noted.
Yeah.
But yeah, these fucking... Yeah, I'm tired of being a 30-year-old, 80-year-old with these doctor's appointments. Sometimes, you try to make an appointment, I don't know, for anything medically. And it's sometimes I'm on the phone with these people and I want to be like, am I bothering you? This is your job, right?
Yeah.
I don't, I'm sorry, but I get it. Dealing with people is shitty.
Right.
To have a job like that, I get it. But it's your job.
Exactly.
And, if I'm being nice, if I'm giving you an attitude, okay. But, I feel like I'm pretty nice about things usually. And, I don't try to give people issues unless there's a major issue going on.
Right.
But, if I'm just calling to make an appointment and you're I'm oh, I'm just looking to make an appointment for this. And they're like, well, I don't know when I can get you in. It might be 2 weeks, might be 6 months. I'm like, okay, sorry. Sorry for asking.
Yeah.
Is this the appointment desk? Yeah? Okay. So let me know, when I could come in.
Right.
It's just, I don't know. Sometimes they sound so bothered. I'm like,
exactly.
Jesus, did I call you on your lunch break? I don't...
Yeah.
Pretty obnoxious.
If you're on your lunch break, don't answer the phone.
Yeah, just don't answer.
I'll leave a message. Call me back. Thanks. They're never going to call you back, though.
No, absolutely not. Yeah. It's frustrating because it's frustrating enough to deal with, our healthcare system and just doctors' offices and I get it's frustrating for the patient. I'm sure it's frustrating for the office staff and it is, but just work together.
Exactly.
Let's make this a little bit easier maybe.
Why are we making this all difficult for each other?
Yeah.
Why can't we all just get along?
Yeah. Yeah, and then I go in for my appointment and I feel like they're going to be like, oh, there's that lady that called and asked for an appointment.
Yeah.
Bitch. What?
Or my favorite.
So sorry.
When you're trying to make an appointment, you're like, I can do anything after 4, Monday through Friday. And they're like, how about Saturday at 8 a.m.? Or, no, I'm sorry. Anything after 4, Monday through Friday. And they're like, all right, how about Wednesday at 2?
Right.
No, that doesn't work. All right, I got Thursday at 10:45 a.m. Nope, that doesn't work either. You got to work with me here, bud. I said anything Monday through Friday after 4.
After 4?
Yeah. All right, I got Friday at 3:45. Guess I can do that. I'll make that work somehow. Thank you.
Yeah, that too. It's like most people work somewhere between the hours of like 8 a.m. and 5 p.m.
Right.
Sometimes earlier, sometimes later than that.
Me, both.
Right. And the fucking doctors, their hours are like 9 to 5. It's like, bro.
The doctors are set in stone. They're not going anywhere outside of 9 and 5.
Yeah. And like, I get it also, but it's like, damn, how do you expect me to get there?
Right. Like Mavis Discount Tire has a late Thursday.
Right.
Hook me up, Doc. Give me a late Thursday or something.
Yeah, there's some places that do, but yeah, it's rough.
My old dentist office used to open up at 12. Like
12 noon?
12 noon.
To like
12 to like 9 or something like that.
Oh, damn. Yeah, well, I feel like back in the day, I feel like the hours were more flexible.
COVID ruined everything.
Yeah. I think about that all the time. Like, was that really why? Like, but why? Like, what is COVID comes out after 5 p.m.?
Well, yeah, but also because everyone got sent home and didn't have to work and got paid. So now no one wants to go back to work and actually work.
Well, yeah, the limited staff.
Yeah.
That the offices have. Yeah. It's nuts.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to wrap it up.
That's it?
That's it.
All right.
Thanks for coming. Danny did his spiel.
I did my spiel.
Right off the bat.
What do I do now?
What do I do now?
Yeah.
Say goodbye.
Say who's
Thanks
fucking.
for coming.
You gotta say who's fucking.
Who's fucking?
Who's fucking?